Yeah. So, hi, Rikke. So nice to meet you today. Where are you located in the world?
I'm in Randers in Denmark, Jutland.
Nice, nice. So, pretty north, pretty far north.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, so maybe you could tell us a bit about your spiritual journey, what you've done before so far. That would be nice.
Yes. Well, it's been a long journey. I am 50 years now, and I would say that it started when I was 14, when I had I became allergic to gluten at that time, and that led me to a kinesiologist
Mhm.
who was also a healer, and she also had these small meditation groups. So that brought me into
Wow.
spirituality, actually. Yeah. And I stayed with her for some years, and I think it was in 1998, actually, there was three persons here in Denmark who made a, a spiritual center that I felt very drawn to.
Mhm.
And it was in the opposite end of the country as where I live, but I went for a weekend course there, and it was almost like a homecoming.
Mhm.
I remember, I parked the car at this place and got out of the car, and tears just started running down because it felt like home.
Oh. Mhm.
Yeah. And then I had this voice in my head saying, it's been a long journey, but now an even longer starts. And I
Wow.
didn't know what that meant at all at that time. But yeah. um, and then I went there a couple of more times, and I read their books, studied their materials and so, and until I came to a point where I kind of realized that I was using meditation as an escape route,
Mhm.
actually. So I paused it for some years, and instead I became a school teacher and was a school teacher for, I don't know, 7 years, until suddenly my Kundalini awakened. Then I was back, thrown back in on the spiritual path.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you once mentioned this was such an intense experience you had.
Yes, it was radical, I would say, especially the energetics of it and all the cleansing that started.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and that kind of led me, looking more internationally for support.
Mhm.
And yeah, I've looked all over the world, I would say. I've been on Kundalini support groups in Australia, online, of course, and in the States. And yeah, and I met Annalena from Norway through a Kundalini support group. And she actually pointed me to Lyonne and Mindo.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, so now I have sessions regularly with Lyonne and listening to the sad songs and joined the meditation course. Yeah. And that feels like a new homecoming.
Right. So you've done some work like private sessions. Did you do some retreats or courses so far?
I was in the Heart of Being retreat with Lyonne.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I am hoping to join the Austria retreat this summer. I'll see if
Right.
I
Mhm.
can. Yeah.
Oh, would be nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and you did some sessions with Lyonne. Yeah.
Yes, I do that still.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm. And how have you benefited so far? Could you describe that? What changed? And
I would say that she has helped me so much by showing me where I'm at,
mhm.
and also helping me to manage all these energies rising, um, being able to contain it more and more.
Mhm.
Yeah, and slowly integrating this awakening of Kundalini that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's very, very supportive.
Mhm. And
And
mhm.
you, and also the teachings, the talks, it's just very, it's like getting a roadmap. What's going on? Where are you headed?
Yeah,
It's so beautiful.
right. And like your relationships, did you mention your relationships changed? And yeah.
Well, for me, it has been so much an inner journey. I've had to let go of, my job because of health, and but otherwise, it's been much more of an inner journey, not so much change on the outside.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it it's been a messy journey, I would say.
Messy journey.
You thing many times. Yeah.
Yeah, long journey.
Long journey and still
Mhm.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you like on your spiritual journey experience like something like a big shift moment? Something I mean you mentioned your Kundalini experience, but maybe you can talk
Yes,
about
I that was of course the
yeah.
biggest
Mm-hmm.
shift, I would say. But
Yeah.
also actually when I found the spiritual center, I still remember that something shifted in me after this weekend. And I'm not sure I could put words onto, but it was like now I know what I'm searching for, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you still in contact with this spiritual center group or
No, the one who was in charge, he has passed over, and no, I kind of left because I there was nothing wrong with the place. It was more like how I used it, I would say,
Mhm,
that I
mhm.
discovered that
Yeah.
I was not implementing it into my life. I was more like escaping out of life through it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are you doing some regular practices right now, or did you do some, or are you now doing some?
I meditate daily,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I'm trying out if I can do maybe Tibetan rites or some gentle breath work, but that is tricky when the Kundalini is so active.
Ah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So right now it's mainly meditation and the sad songs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. And so, do you have any spiritual goals? And if so, what are they?
I think I will say that for me it's very much about integrating now,
Mm-hmm.
integrating and stabilizing right now
Yes.
where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
that would be the most important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so in general, it's like community life. Is this important for you? Did
Well,
you connect to others from New Humanity Life maybe already? Like Annalena, you know Annalena?
yes, well, I would love to connect more.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. It would be nice to know people better and
Yeah.
and use each other for some support
Mm-hmm.
and sharing. I think that would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because often we sit in different countries, and just be nice to meet and share a bit
Yeah.
about who we are.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. That's so nice. Yeah. So good talking to you. Yeah. Thank you so
You
much
too.
for meeting. Yeah.
Thank you.